Turning our attention now to the ASX. Here's Matt Birney and Bulls and Bears with the latest public company views and interviews.
Welcome to the Bulls and Bears Small Cap Wrap, where we break down the latest ASX announcements from public companies that are doing interesting things. Today's Small Cap Wrap is brought to you by Proteomics International, ASX code PIQ. I'm Matt Birney and I'm joined now on 6PR by the Managing Director of Proteomics, Dr. Richard Lipscombe. Hi, Richard.
Hello, Matt. Thanks for having me.
Well, Proteomics is a biotech company listed on the ASX that has developed a fascinating predictive blood test known as Promarker D that is able to predict that someone may be susceptible to getting what is becoming an increasingly common disease known as diabetic kidney disease. And you might just be surprised at the number of people worldwide that are suffering from diabetic kidney disease. Richard, you recently announced the results of a clinical trial of your diabetic kidney disease predictive blood test that took some years to complete, I understand. So did it work? And if so, what were the key learnings from the trial and how many people did it involve?
An exciting trial. We looked at over 3,000 patients. It was an international study, followed them for 4 years. We were able to show that the patients we predicted by Promarker D to be at high risk of chronic kidney disease were 13.5 times more likely than the low-risk group to develop the disease.
That happened over 4 years. So does that essentially mean that your test can predict that somebody is susceptible to diabetic kidney disease up to 4 years out from them actually getting it?
We can detect people up to 4 years in advance of the clinical symptoms appearing.
And how big's the market? We regularly hear about people getting diabetes, I guess, but how many actually go on to get diabetic kidney disease and how many people worldwide have diabetes these days?
It's estimated that there are 463 million people worldwide with diabetes, and currently 1 in 3 of them get diabetic kidney disease, so it's a massive problem.
Is the technology shovel ready now? Are you in a position to commercialise it? And if so, how are you planning to do that? Is it just going to be another tick on a box at the GP's clinic when you go in to get your blood test, or have you got some other plan to commercialise it?
Promarker D is revenue ready. We've engineered it onto a standard technology platform found in all pathology labs, and we're looking to work with pathology partners now to bring that test onto the market.
How secure is your technology? Have you protected it?
Yes, it's protected. We've got a patent portfolio which is expanding. It covers the US, most of Europe and most of Asia. And we've just added Brazil, which has got over 16 million people with diabetics just by itself. So it's a growing problem around the world.
Very interesting. Richard Lipscombe from Proteomics, thanks very much for joining me on the Small Cap Wrap. And just remember, Bulls and Bears is only here to give you information, not advice, which you should, of course, seek independently. I'm Matt Birney. Thanks for listening to the Bulls and Bears Small Cap Wrap.
For more public company CEO interviews, go to the Money page at 6pr.com.au and click the Public Companies tab.